Okay, so this video is going to talk about that how to create a VPC and how to create a public and private subnet and how to access the VPCs using putty. Okay, without wasting time, let us jump into the session. Okay, so as you know that VPC is a virtual private connection. So how what we are going to do today is we are going to create a VPC today, and then we are going to create an internet gateway, and we are going to attach the internet gateway with VPC, and we are going to create a subnet table, and we are going to create a route table, and then finally we are going to log in the EC2 machines with putty. Okay, so while creating a subnet table, we are going to create private subnet and public subnet. And what is going, how we have to verify that internet connectivity in public subnet and what is not there in the private subnet. So the same way, we are going to create a route table as well with one private route table and one public route table. And let us see that what is going to happen. Okay, so we'll start with the step one. So first we are going to create a VPC. Okay, so VPC. So first my first demo VPC is the name which I'm going to use. So what is the IPv4 CIDR which we are going to use it in the 200.0.0/16. So VPC has been successfully created. So here you can see that what is my VPC. Okay, so this is the first step which we have done. Then the next step is we are going to create an internet gateway. So okay, so internet gateway I'm going to create. So create internet gateway. My internet gateway for demo. Okay. So generally, why internet gateway is, if a VPC wants to talk to the external world, then internet gateway is required. So that is the simplest way, simplest explanation. Okay, so we have created. So whenever you create an internet gateway, by default it will be in a detached mode. See here it is in detached mode. So detached state. So we need to attach it with the VPC. So here see attached to VPC, it will ask you that what is the VPC. See, this is my first demo VPC. So we are going to attach it. So once it is attached, we can see in the attached state. Okay, so now the next point is we are going to create a subnet. Okay, so first subnet what we are going to create is for which VPC we are going to create a subnet. So for my first demo VPC is the one. So this is public subnet 01. Okay, no preference, let it take automatically. And then IPv4 is 1.0/24. The one which I'm going to use this. So now subnet has been created. Okay, so now I'm going to create one more subnet for private. Okay, so this is my private subnet 02. Okay, I'm going to create IPv4 2.0/24. Let's create subnet. So two subnets has been created. See, one is public subnet and the other one is a private subnet. So now I'm going to create a route table. So this is my first route table. So my public for which VPC, my first demo VPC. So create route table. So whenever you create a route table, it will be the target will be local. So since it is a public route table, I'm going to add one more destinations. So I'm going to update that traffic. See, by default it is local only. So I'm going to add an internet gateway as well. So that means my public route table should have an internet activity. So target is, so from anywhere it is coming, it should route to internet gateway. So whenever you select the internet gateway, it will tell you that my, so which internet gateway we want to select. So I'm going to save that. Okay. So now, see, once we have created, we need to associate that with subnet we wanted to associate. See, here we want to associate this route table with public. Okay, so now it is subnet association has been done. So now one more route table I'm going to create. Create route table. This is private. My private route for which VPC is works created one. And then we have to create route table. So second route table, private route table also created. Once private route table is created, we need to associate with which subnet. Association is my private. Okay, so it has been done. Okay, so what is happening is, so we have created a VPC is done, and we have created internet gateway, and then we have attached it with VPC, and then subnet table we have created private and public we have created, and the same way route table also we have created private and public. So for public route table we have attached the internet gateway, and private route table will have only local connections. And then for which subnet association we have to do is, for public route table we have associated with the public subnet, and for private route table we have associated with the private subnet. Okay, so now all the things has been done. So now we are going to check the EC2 machine. We are going to create two EC2s. One is for private and the other one is for public. Okay, so I'm going to first create the private. Okay, so first thing is using public subnet. So this is my first VPC. So Amazon Linux is fine, and the instance type is p2.net, which is available for free tier. And then keypad, I'm going to use VPC public key, which is already created for me. Don't want to create again and again. So now, when it comes to network settings, see, this is a default VPC. So now we have to select our VPC. So see, we need to select which VPC. See, this is the VPC which we have created. So once VPC is selected, see, this is it will show you the two subnets. So we are going to select public subnet. So what is the name? Using public subnet. Okay. So public subnet I have selected. So if we are using public subnet, then we have to enable the auto assign public, and then the security group all is fine. Okay, 8 GB. So finally we have all good. Okay. So once this is created, it will go for a status check. So we have to wait for a few seconds till status check is done. So by the time we will create another EC2 instance. Okay. So for public, for private instance. So this is using private subnet. The same way, nothing is changing. Only thing is, when it comes to network settings, we are going to select our VPC and then subnet is private. So see, once private is selected, the auto assign and auto assign public IP should be disabled. Okay, so all good. Okay, so now say launch instance system. So keypad, so see same VPC public key which is already created. Okay, so now we have created two instances. So first one is started running, but still status check is pending. So how to connect? If we can see here, see how to connect. If you click connect, you can see that what is the username for this one and what is the public IP for this. Okay, so I'm going to copy this public IP. So I'm going to use putty to connect this one. So username is this one. EC2 hyphen user. EC2 hyphen EC2 hyphen user at the rate. This is what I'm going to do is VPC demo. Save. So here we need to choose the key. So here private key. So private key, which is VPC private key, which is I have already created. I'm going to use that one. Before that, let me go and check that whether the instance has possibly status check or not. Okay, see, it is passed, so it is ready to connect. See, it will ask you to accept. See, we are able to connect 10.200.1.88. So it is nothing but your private IP address. Okay, so here we are going to see internet things. Okay, here ping Google. See, it is coming. Otherwise, we can go with the another option is curl minus I HTTPS google.com. See, you can see here. Cookie everything is done. and we are getting the responses. See, HTTP status 200. So we got the response. So we are able to connect the public VPC. Okay. So now we'll go to that. What's going to happen for the private? So whether the other one is available. See, private subnet is also available. But when you click the private subnet, so we cannot see that here. IP address. See, public IPv4 address is nothing because we have not enabled public associated with the public IP. We have disabled it, right? So now we have to connect this one. Okay, so I'm going to connect. Let us first through putty we will connect it. See Python user the read VPC VPC demo for private test. Subnet. Save, and then we go here for key, which is VPC private key. And if you try to open it, will it work? See, it is not working because this is not the route table doesn't associate it with internet gateway. So what we have to do is, so we cannot directly connect this VPC using putty because there is no route table. So now how to connect? So that is the solution that we are going to look. Okay, so now we are going to close this. So let me try to ping this as well in our existing VPC, public VPC. See, which will not be. Now we'll wait for 2 to 3 seconds. See, nothing happens. See, now how to connect this one? Okay, so that's the thing. So just go to instances. See, private subnet. So private subnet, which has a security group is associated with. See, this is the security group. Okay, so now we are going to edit inbound routes. So I'm going to add a rule. So custom ICMPv4. So we can have that. So if anywhere, if it is coming, save routes. So now let us try this. See, we are able to connect it. So we are able to ping this. Now let us try to connect that instance. Okay. Okay. So, but how to connect it? So we are on the other machine only. So how to connect to that machine? So we are going to give a steps. So first step is, so we have to create a we have to load the keys. And then we have to change the permission, and connect it. So here we are just checking that how to connect only. Earlier we couldn't able to connect it. So through public VPC also we have tried to ping, which was not working. So we have altered the security group. Then we started getting ping. Now we are trying to connect the machine. Okay. So first thing is we are going to create a file. So how to do? So first we are going to create a EC2 user the OTT platforms are the first thing. But it is not. What is IP addresses? This is a private IP address, and then go to networking, and then take the private, copy this, and then okay, SSH EC2-user @ can't be established. Okay, see, it is saying that the authenticity of host can't be established. Fingerprint is that. Okay, so are you sure want to connect? Continue connecting. So we are going to give yes. So next thing is it shows that permission denied. See, so permission denied means we need to give a key. So what's the next thing is we are going to create key. .pem. So we are going to create a key called demo.pem. Okay. So then it will ask you to enter the value. So now, see, as you know that we have given a temp. So we need to give a temp key. So downloads. So we have, if we go here, we can see that temp file. See VPC public key. See here the temp file. So you just copy and paste it here. See, we have pasted here, and then QA exit VM. Okay, so now we see that are we able to whether it is added or not. Okay, see it is already added. Okay. See it is already added. Okay, now we are going to connect. So SSH hyphen minus hyphen I demo.m and then EC2 user at 10.200.2.2.235. demo with bad permissions or not access restricted, your private key files are not accessible. Okay, so it means that we need to check the command. Okay, so we have to load the keys done. Yes, we have to change the permission. So that we forgot. Okay, we have to change the permission. So change mode, demo dot PEM. So we are changing the permission. Now we try demo.pem PC2 user at the rate 10.200.2.30. So is it created? If not, then the problem with the private key. Let me start again. VI demo 1.pm will create one more key. Demo 1.pm. So we are going to copy this file here. Sorry. Video queue. Is it saved or not? Now let us see. .pm. Okay. Okay, so now let's try change mode 400 demo 1.pm. Now it's search demo 1.pm demo 1.pm AC2 hyphen user at the rate dot 200.2.35. Still there is a problem with the demo key only. But let's try to fix that. Ping dot we are able to okay. Let's see the ping 10.200.2. Is it the correct IP address? We'll see. Okay, let's stop and start again and see. Maybe that works out. Could be. VPC demo private subnet. It will not work. VPC demo public subnet only will work. So authenticating. So we are able to do that. 10.200.2.35. Based on 2.35, sorry, 2.235 is the correct one. How come this must have 2.235 is the correct one? 2.35 is the correct one. See, we are able to do that. So probably same case over there as well. Let us create SSH hyphen I demo 1.pm is 2 hyphen user at the rate 10.200.2.236. See, we are into that machine. So we are into that machine. So if you wanted to change it to root, so see, we are in the root. So we are in the root, and IP address is 10.200.2.235. But still, here you can see ping ping google.com. Still, internet connectivity. See, we are able to connect that private VPC through public VPC internet, but still that public, sorry, internet is not there in the private VPC. So how to solve this issue? So okay, let me go into one step further. So there are two ways. I'm going to show the one way only because NAT gateway is the one way which we can do. Okay, see NAT gateways. So NAT gateway is the one way to create. If you create a NAT gateway, it will ask you to do that. So that's all fine. But only the problem what we'll be having is the NAT gateway is chargeable. So instead that what we are going to do is NAT instance. Through NAT instance we can do that. Okay. So let me create one more instance. Okay. So one more instance which we are going to create. So launch instance. So NAT. So NAT instance is the one which we are going to create. Okay. Okay. So whenever you wanted to create NAT instance, right? So you have to go here for the community. So here we will try to give NAT search. We'll try to create NAT. See here, use that, right? So you can use this one. Select. Okay. So once this is created, again, we are going to use the public key only. And then the rest of the things, just to make sure that all our feet are selected. Okay. VPC Nat. Okay. So, okay, fine. So launch instance. So it will take a few seconds to launch. So make sure that see all the three instances which I have created 8 GB, so 24 GB. If you are exceeding 30 GB, then you'll be chargeable. So uh, that's one thing which I wanted to mention. So let us wait for that instance. Let it start. So let it start. Okay. By the meantime, we will create a security group. Okay. So it is there. Now I'm going to add that rule like HTTP from anywhere. 0.0/16. Okay, and then the next rule is if it is coming from HTTPS also, HTTPS also. Okay, so rules are saved. Okay, now let us see that instances has been successfully. Okay, still is initializing. Okay, so you can see that it is paused. Now, see, still it is not yet started. So now what is next? So let me go to the route table. Should have that VPC. So route tables. So here you know that public route table has a internet connectivity. Private route table only doesn't have internet connectivity. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this. This is a private route table. Okay, so this is a private route table. What is it is add route to. So anything comes, we need to navigate to instance. Instance. Okay. So, okay. So what is the problem is whatever we created NAT instance, right? So it is not on the current VPC. Okay. So we are going to revert that one. So this is what we should be little careful on that. So we create an NAT instance, but it is not on the expected VPC. So I'm going to instance state. I'm going to turn in. So I'm going to create a new instance. My NAT instance. My NAT instance. Browse for AMS. Okay. Community. search. Okay, so this is the VPC NAT which I'm selecting. Okay, so next thing is insert type is always fine. Key pair is VPC public key. Now see here, this is the earlier we created in default. Now we should create in our VPC. Now this should have a public face, and then only it will create the internet connectivity. Okay, so now this is automatic assignment. It will be there. SSH will be there. So I'm going to add one more security group ruling. Okay, so everything is added. Okay, so custom is HTTPS 443 security group HTTP HTTP ETT all good. I'm going to create a launch instance. Okay, so CADR we need to choose. So last time when we created this will be 10.200. See, this is the one source. So 10.200. So this is here. So launch instance. So it will take a few seconds. See, the old one which I created is terminated. So now I will pause the video for a few seconds. See, this Nat instance has a statistic has paused. Okay, so now what we are going to do is going back to VPC. So before that, let us see here. Still, it is not there. Still no internet connectivity here. Okay, so VPC, I'm going here. So route tables, private route table. So if it comes, so you need to comes route to instance. See here, earlier only 2 instances has come because of VPC selection. Now we got the my Nat instance. Save changes. Okay. So now we'll start with the verification of internet connectivity. So to T, VPC demo public subnet. Okay, so now we are going to connect to the other machine. AC SSH and demo 1.pl AC 2 hyphen user at 10.200.2.235. So we are into that machine now. Google. Okay, so still there is something which is pending. Okay, so what we are going to do is okay, so still one more step is something we missed out. We need to check that. Okay. So the internet is still not working. Okay, there is a one thing which we forgot, that if it is a NAT instance, so we need to see here actions, networking, chain source and destination. See here, see this is, if this is a NAT instance, you must stop source and destination checking. A NAT instance must be enabled, must be able to send and receive traffic and source and destinations itself. So that means since this is a NAT instance, we have to stop. Okay, see. Okay, so final thing, putty connected VPC demo public subnet. Okay, search -i demo 1.pm ec2 hyphen user at the rate 10.200.2.235 in google.com. So still there is a one more step. So while going to NAT instance, so where is security group? So here security group is given. So we are going to enable as a rule that all ICMP in.200.16 save rules. See, now it is started pinging. Okay. Okay. Now we verify that curve -i https://www.google. See, it is 200. So we are able to see 10 dot, you can see at the top of IP, right? 10.200.2.235, which has internet connectivity. Okay, right? I'm feeling lucky. So which is on the Google page. Okay. So that is the overall thing. So I'll just recap what we happened is, okay. So step one, we created a VPC, and then we created an internet gateway, and then subnet table. So two subnet tables which we created, one is private and another one is public, and then route table, private and public. So once these created, we have created two EC2 instances. One is for public and one is for private. So public, we are able to connect with putty, but private directly we couldn't able to connect it. So we have used the public facing with the security group change. We are able to connect it private subnet as well, but still we couldn't able to connect the internet connectivity. So for that, we have added one more instance, which is NAT. So while creating NAT instance, the source and destination check, we need to stop it so that it will work. Okay. So while connecting VPC private subnet with the public subnet, we have to do this following things. So first we have to load the key and we have to change the permission. And then if you connect it, we are able to connect it. So this is what here we did. This is what. So before doing. Since we have already did this, so you have to very first time whenever you have to do first you connect it, then it will tell you that you wanted to continue that. If once you click yes, then after that you have to create a temp file with a key. So once temp file is created, you have to use that temp file to connect to that IP address or else that EC2 instances using SSH. Okay, so finally NAT instances also we have covered. So that's it for today. So we'll meet up with there are a few more things are there. So VPC peering is there, and then VPC endpoint is there, and then VPN is also there. We'll see in the coming days. Thank you.